So let us proceed to next question. This is basically from differential calculus, two variable calculus actually, two variable maxima and minima. Okay, it's a very simple question. Okay, so basic procedure only, nothing much when it comes to this question. Okay, so what is, first of all, we need to find out the critical points, right? What are the critical points? So P is equal to, so what they're asking us to find out how many number of critical points are there. Okay, where f as the local maximum. So they are asking only about local maximum. They are not worrying about what is that, global also. Anyways, the limits are also not given. We don't have to worry. Okay. So now let us start. P is equal to, P is what? Differentiate that function partially with respect to x. So if I do that, this becomes 4y. This becomes 4xy. Differentiation was x will become 1, right? So this will become 2x square. So this will become 4x. Y is differentiation is 0 because we are doing partially, and 1 differentiation is 0 because we are doing partially. Equate it to 0. Okay, so if I do that, I will get x is equal to y. Why I'm equating it to 0? Because I want to find out critical points, right? So what about q? Differentiate function partially with respect to y. And if I do that, this partially differentiating, so y will become 1, so this will become 4x minus, this will become 0. Okay, I don't have to worry, this will become 0. Y power 4, that will become 4 into y cube, and 1 will become 0 anyways, equated to 0 now. So 4 will get cancelled, so x will be equal to y cube. Okay, so now you can substitute here x is equal to y, and if I do that, y will get cancelled, so I will get y square is equal to 1. Am I right? Y square is equal to 1. So if I take square root on both sides, this will become plus or minus 1. So now I got two y's. Okay, so when y is equal to plus 1, if I take square root, it will become plus or minus 1. Okay, if I take y is equal to plus 1, what is my x? Substitute it here. Okay, substitute this here. Okay, x will be 1 only, x will be plus 1. If I take y is equal to minus 1, x will be minus 1. So what are all my two critical points? 1 comma 1 and minus 1 comma minus 1. So these are the critical points. These are the critical points. But we are not very much concerned about critical points. Why? We have to find out the critical points which has local maxima. This is actually a mistake point. Okay, this is actually a mistake point because they are asking number of critical points where f has a local maximum. But for this question, it is not going to, suppose for example, if you directly, how many critical points are there? 1 and 2. So if you directly put 2 here without proceeding further, then it is wrong. You have to understand it because they are asking critical points which is corresponding to only local maximum. Okay, how to find out local maximum? For that, I need to proceed solving by finding out r first. Okay, what is r? R is nothing but dou square f by dou x square. That is, I need to differentiate p once again with x. So if I do that, 4y will become 0. This will become minus 4, which is less than 0. An important point. Why? We already know that. Okay, I will say at the end. Okay, so what about s? S is dou square f by dou x dou y, which means differentiate this p once more with y. Okay, with respect to y. If I do that, this will become 0, this will be there, that's going to be 4. Okay, and what about t? T is nothing but dou square f by dou y square. Okay, so differentiate q again with respect to y. So if I do that, this will become 0 anyways, this will become minus 12 y square. Okay, minus 12 y square. Okay, now when I can conclude the critical points to be maximum, when rt minus s square is greater than 0 and r has to be less than 0. If these two conditions are satisfied, then I can conclude the critical points are maximum. Okay, those critical points are corresponding to maxima. We already know r is less than 0. It's always less than 0. I need to find out rt minus s square. Okay, what is r? Okay, what is r? Minus 4. What is t? It is minus 12 y square. What is s? 4 square will be 16, which is equal to, this will become 48 y square minus 16. Okay, now first you need to substitute this 1 comma 1. Okay, if you substitute 1 comma 1 in this, surely I will get greater than 0 only. Why? Because 48 into 1, that is going to become 32. Okay, so that is greater than 0, right? And what about RT minus S square if I substitute minus 1 comma minus 1, minus 1 comma minus 1, which means y as minus 1. So minus 1 square is also 1, so 48 into 1 will be 48, minus 16, that is 32. So again, which is greater than 0, which means, what does it mean? RT minus S square is greater than 0, and R is always less than 0, and R is always less than 0 for both the cases. So which means both the critical points will give us maxima only. So for this question, anyways, your answer is going to be 2 only. Anyways, your answer is going to be 2 only, but you should not do it at the beginning itself. Okay, that is my ultimate, what is that? My request. You should not do it at the beginning itself. You will be having, after finding out, after doing this only, you need to do it. You need to finalize it. Why? What is the reason? If suppose, after doing this analysis, if suppose if you would have got some changes here, okay, some changes here. Suppose if this is lesser than 0, then this won't be corresponding to maxima. Not in this case. In this case, yes, of course, it is less than 0, so there won't be an issue. Okay, I hope you got it right. So fine then. That is, in this case, it is greater than 0, so there won't be an issue. Okay.